So I guess I don't quite, well, I understand what this is doing. So I made two versions of this game, one for car, one for foot. And when you switch to the other version, I thought it switched to the other version, but rather it loads both versions, which that's messed up looking. It loads both versions, the big version for the car and the little version for the foot. Aside from the issues these two panels have on the large one, it's pretty much both versions loaded at the same time, which, I mean, I get it. That's what it's like putting an addition onto a car, like a hood scoop on a hood. But if I want these to load separate, then I can't slot it that way. I had to go back in the blender, and then I had to give every one of the pieces a different mesh name, because the other version, they're just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, whatever. So I put a Z in front of all these. So, you know, one version of the game, you know, its flex bodies are all got the Z, and then the other version, they're just the regular letters. But it did occur to me too, I gave these the same group names. Maybe the group names have to be different, or that's just the way slots work, where, you know, game 2 slotted to game 1, you know, just as game 2. That's just making an addition, like an accessory, to do a complete swap. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I wanted to do, have a different version load. But the more I think about it, yeah, like this. Like if you go and you want to switch a car, and you pick, you know, this car, you got all these versions you can load. Whereas now I go to pick this game, I just got one game. So I see what's going on. I don't know how to get the second one in there. I wasn't sure if there. I mean, I did see, like, on the other mod, something called core slot true false. Didn't know if that had something to do with it. But I mean, I'm just happy I got slotting figured out for what it's doing. I guess I'll worry about all that later. But that is my intention for this game, to have two versions. So you got one you want to play on foot, you got one you can play in the car. Because it's just too hard to turn around in the little squares in a car. If you want to cross over diagonally, you just ain't got the room to turn to cross over diagonally. I mean, you could, you just have to keep backing up, pulling forward, backing up, pulling forward, backing up, pulling forward. You know, nobody wants to do that. I sure as hell wouldn't want to do that if I played the game. That'd take all the fun out of it. Oh, I did think about something that could happen, like, could make it a little more interesting and have like a jump in between each to get to each side. 'Cause right now there's a hidden plane that'll allow you to drive over, so you don't have to, you know, wreck right here. There's like a hidden, or you can see it here, the hidden wall, I mean platform. But what more fun would it be to have a jump? The only thing is, these cars damaged. It's not like a Forza game where you can jump 20 feet and not even mess up the car. You probably jump one or two times and mess a wheel up. That's the only thing. We really couldn't do that. And you can see how I got these things suspended now. A hidden platform above the glass. It's a square that nicely connects the corners. I'm not sure what's going on with these messed up ones. This is like polygon bleed. I usually see sat like that when, like, the J-beam doesn't match the model or something. Which I ain't figured out what I ain't do anything. All I did was scale it larger. So what's causing that, I have no idea. Unless it's got to do with this part below that's loading. That's the only thing I can think. It has something to do with it messing up the other one. the one below it, messing up the one above it. But it's still kind of cool. Probably have to change the weight. These things are like, if I could grab one. Let me grab one that ain't messed up. And I'll make it easy to grab them little nodes. Crap. Oh, that was another thing too. If I want something to break into more pieces, I thought if I just subdivided the mesh, I subdivided it to like, it's got like maybe 50 squares instead of 4. That if I exported the J-beam and I just copied the triangles over instead of the new nodes and new beams, just the triangles, that it would give it more triangles, but apparently not. I wasn't sure, maybe I had to also export the model, the mesh, the actual mesh of the higher tessellated glass. I mean, that crossed my mind too, because there is a higher tessellation for the there's a higher tessellated version. One of them pieces I tried just for see if I can make little fragments break a lot more, and import that sucker in here. I found out which piece it was. Actually, I just exported it as a J-beam. I don't think I even saved it. So, like, I'll pick this one here, S. I'll edit it. Edit. And see, these are the big squares you see break now. Like 2 triangles per square. There's 4 squares. If I subdivide, and re-export S, make sure it's got the damn, hell no, put the S in there. Export, re-export this one. I was going to say save file first. And now export the entire mesh again without the damn light and camera. Overwrite the mesh with that new mesh. Yeah, make sure I think for a minute. Well, the model immediately updated, but to update the tessellation for the glass, which that's the wrong damn one anyway. This is the wrong game model. Oh, that's because it's still loading that one. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, so I got a lot of new damn nodes from tessellating that much, but I don't want them nodes. I just want the triangles. Or I don't want the beams either, just the triangles that break. I want a 50,000 beam game here. I'll just plug them in over the old S's. I just want the triangles, that's all. But I may need the beams too. I don't know. I'll try the triangles first. I reload it. I guess I need to make it where you could it automatically kill the temp folder. But I guess for the time being, we just got to go in here and delete them. if it matters, but I delete that database file too. Oh, maybe shit. I guess just reload the whole thing. Never know with this game. Never know. Yeah, because that means my other mods that I want to finish, like, I got dominoes and I like got different setups for different ones, a curve, a straight piece, you know, a heel, different things, and I don't want all the different varieties spawning together. Like I know in the cars, all the different cars are all on the same, in the same damn blender file, just one on top of the other. Just each one's parts named something different, so nothing overwrites. So I'm thinking it's probably it could have something to do with the way I got these things grouped. All sharing the same group name, I guess. I'm just guessing. I probably made that damn thing larger than it needed to be. Alright, so S is the node, and there's S. Oh, that's SA. They're over here. No, which one is it? That's... Damn, it's hard to see them damn things, ain't it? It's the other end. That's E. F. No. Oh, here. Oh yeah, it's subdivided more. I would pick the one that's hard to damn break though. I'll fix that. Come here, you bastard. I'm guessing. Well, yeah, see, it's a little hole in there compared to the other ways they were breaking. Not as little as a hole I wanted. I wanted like them to be like splintered pieces. But see, yeah, that's breaking much smaller chunks. And I didn't even need to tell it new beams or triangles. Or normally glass don't bend like that. It's like some damn space age polymer from one of them 80s commercial pitches. Should tell you how something used some space age polymer to make you think it was something from space. Some new, yeah, see how that breaks in big pieces. So yeah, I'll just subdivide the shit out of all these, and they'll break more like glass and not like that. Yeah, they tell you space age polymer. Make you think, ooh, I'm getting something from NASA must have made, come from another planet. So now I don't have to do that. Now the next thing is just getting these damn things to draw separate so that each one loads different. Or I may say the hell with it and just not have a second one if I don't figure it out. I don't want to spend forever on it. I get bored quite easily. I gotta keep my mind occupied all the time with new stuff. I get narcoleptic. Well, not really. This sheer shit feels like it. You know, another little cool game to make. Thinking about all these trampolines like lined up. Just see how far you can jump, land on one, and bounce and bounce and bounce until you can't bounce anymore. As long as like the surface tension is really, really low and the elasticity is really high, it doesn't really damage the car as much as you'd think. You probably make it a few bounces. Alright, I guess back to doing this.